These are Jim's beautiful children. Brian, Heather, Lisa, John, Cheryl. Whom he loved completely and was exceedingly proud. I didn't plan to say anything. I haven't made any plans, so I'm just going to say things that I've thought about as I've been listening. There are people I want to thank. Louise, with her beautiful voice, was not able to introduce herself, so I need to tell you her name, Louise Gold, who we love, from England. Is with us on the Muppet Show. We've always adored her voice. The transcending music, Paul Williams. When we listened to his music, we always were lifted from earth and above the earth and over to all the other places. And Jim loved that feeling. And the song sounds so right here now. I did ask for a lot of flowers. And they come from Connie, our corner florist. Each flower is chosen because it's a perfect flower, designed by a perfect designer. Each flower holds a complete message that Jim would ever want to share with you. Its beauty, its perfection, its differences, its beginning and its end, and re-beginning. I don't want to pretend that I know what happens after this life, or that Jim really knew what would happen after this life, but he had great plans. And I sure hope somebody lets him know we're doing this down here, because he's probably pretty busy. On to the next. I'd like to let you know a little bit about who he thinks he's going to be working with now. Don Celine, who built the Sesame puppets and built Burr Tillstrom's puppets, and Burr Tillstrom. Oh, God. Bill Baird, Rufus Rose. I'm sorry if I'm going to forget people. I don't know. Joe Raposo. But maybe more than anything else, his mother, his brother that he lost a lot of years ago, was very anxious to get back to, and his grandmother, his mother's mother, who he always credited as being his greatest inspiration. He's stayed with us long enough to give us certainly all that we need if we're strong enough to carry on. But I'm sure he wanted to go on with enthusiasm to the next work. Mostly I think now, I just feel like it's only us, his family. These are only his kids. I'm only his wife. They had messy rooms. I burned the dinner. He didn't come home. The dog died. Whatever. All the stuff. It's only us. And I know sometimes, because everybody else was working, I would be used for interviews, and the press would ask me, did you ever have any idea that it would get this big? And what I didn't know is that it had gotten this big. I just didn't know. So I'm very grateful for everyone who's come here. And I know that the reason you're touched is because Jim touched some special place in you that knows all the delight and all the truth and all the love that there is to know. And I hope that you'll take whatever he has given you and let it help you to enjoy life to the fullest, because he always did, but always with a little pain, a little sorrow that gave it richness. Thank you.
I'm Cheryl, and I wanted to read a little bit from a piece that my father wrote a couple of years ago. He was asked to write about his beliefs, and he worked on it for a bit, and he came up with some really very wonderful things. Just a couple of them. He says, "I believe in taking a positive attitude towards the world, toward people, and toward my work. I think I'm here for a purpose. I think it's likely that we all are, but I'm only sure about myself. I try to tune myself into whatever it is that I'm supposed to be, and I try to think of myself as a part of all of us, all mankind and all of life. I don't know exactly where ideas come from, but when I'm working well, ideas just appear. I've heard other people say similar things, so it's one of the ways that I know that there is help and guidance out there. It's just a matter of us figuring out how to receive the ideas or the information that's there waiting to be heard." He writes, "When I was young, my ambition was to be one of the people who makes a difference in this world. My hope still is to leave this world a little bit better than it was when I got here. It's a wonderful life, and I love it. And we all love him very, very much." That's my bit.
I'm Brian. When my father died, he left each one of us a letter, and it helped us a lot, and I think we'd like to share it, parts of it, to all of you. He wrote this about 4 years ago. We received it 3 days ago. "I'm not at all afraid of the thought of death, and in many ways look forward to it with much curiosity and interest. I'm looking forward to meeting up with some of my friends who've gone on ahead of me, and I'll be waiting there to say hi to those of you who are still back there. I suggest you first have a nice, friendly little service of some kind." Sorry, Dad, little service, big place. "It would be lovely if some of the people who sing would do a song or two, some of which should be quite happy and joyful. It would be nice if some of my close friends would say a few nice, happy words about how much we enjoy doing this stuff together. Incidentally, I'd love to have a Dixieland band play at this function and end with a rousing version of Saints, so you have that to look forward to." He finished this letter. This was addressed to friends and family. "Have a wonderful time in life, everybody. It feels strange writing this kind of thing while I'm still alive, but it wouldn't be easy to do after I go." There was also a letter specifically from him to the kids, to us 5, and I would like to read a little bit out of that as well. These are just excerpts. "First of all, don't feel bad that I'm gone. While I will miss spending time with each of you, I'm sure it will be an interesting time for me, and I look forward to seeing all of you when you come over. To each of you, I send my love. If on this side of life I'm able to watch over and help you out, know that I will. If I can't, I'm sure I can at least be waiting for you when you come over. Please watch out for each other and love and forgive everybody. It's a good life. Enjoy it. This all may sound silly and over the top to you guys, but what the hell, I'm gone and who can argue with me?